are going to see the correspondingly the next experiment, that is of measuring the vertical angle using the theodolite. So basically what we are going to do, we are going to keep the theodolite at certain position, let it be station O point, okay, and suppose this is the building of which we are supposed to find out the vertical height, okay. So this is the building of which we are supposed to find out the vertical height h, okay. So there are two methods, so one of which is nothing but the base is accessible, and second one is when the base is inaccessible. So base is accessible means what? Correspondingly from the instrument station O you can measure the distance up to the building that is accessible, and if you are not able to measure the distance between the instrument and that of the building, in that case it is inaccessible, okay. So now in this we are going to see how to measure the vertical angle, and correspondingly we are going to do the calculation of vertical height of the said building. So what is the procedure? We are going to keep the theodolite at transit theodolite at station O, make all the temporary adjustment, okay. So this is the station O, okay. So now this is the building of which we are supposed to measure the vertical height. So after making all the temporary adjustments and again adjusting the vertical circle to read 0 0, okay, so it will be correspondingly making the line of collimation just parallel to the ground surface, okay. So this is nothing but our ground surface, okay. So now we'll suppose this is the point A at the top, and this is the point B at the bottom of the building, and this is the C point, okay, which is just when the line of sight or line of collimation just parallel to your ground surface, that is when your vernier C and D are 0 0 set out, okay. So now after doing all the temporary adjustments, setting vernier C and D to 0 0, we are going to lose the clamping screw which is just mounted over the said our transit theodolite A frame, okay. Lose it and bisect the top of the building, okay, bisect the top of the building. So the angle which is measured above the said line of collimation, it is called as angle of elevation, so which is represented by angle alpha, okay. So this is angle of elevation, okay, and the angle which is measured below the line of collimation, okay, that is called as angle of depression, okay. So which is represented by beta. So this is angle of depression, and this is nothing but our line of collimation, okay. And we are going to take the reference of the benchmark, okay, in order to calculate the height of instrument, okay. So that staff reading will be nothing but our, let it be H1 here. So from here it will be H2, and here let it be H3, okay. So we have kept the instrument at O point, okay. Lose the clamping screw, bisect the top of the building, okay. Measure the angle of elevation by face left and face right, take the average, okay. Then again set the vernier C and D to read 0 0, lose the clamping screw and bisect the bottom of the building, and measure the angle of depression by face left and face right, and calculate the average of that. And correspondingly making the vernier C and D read 0 0, bisect the staff which is kept at the reference point, that is the benchmark, and take the staff reading, that is H1. And after that we are supposed to measure the distance from the station O point, that is D, up to the building, that is horizontal distance D, okay. So in order to calculate the correspondingly elevation height of the building, that is total H. So from the sketch, capital H is nothing but the summation of H2 plus H3. Okay, so below this part it is H2 and above part it is H3. So in order to calculate the height H2, okay, so tan beta, that is opposite H2 upon adjacent D. So correspondingly the formula will become H2 is equal to D tan beta, and similarly tan alpha is equal to opposite, it is H3 divided by D. Okay, so the formula will be H3 is equal to D tan alpha. So we will calculate the H2 and H3. Okay, substitute that here and calculate the total height of the building. And now if it is been told to calculate the RL of point A, okay, so the formula for that it will be correspondingly RL of A is equal to RL of benchmark, which will be having here, plus H1, that is the backside reading. Okay, so we will reach up to the line of collimation, plus H3. Okay, so likewise we can calculate the RL of A. Okay. So these are the readings which are been taken after doing the field measurement. So you can see here by the face left, when it was bisected the top of the said building, it is coming out to be 41 degree 20 minutes by the face left, and by the face right it is coming out to be 41 degree 30 minutes. Okay, that is angle of elevation. And when we have bisected the bottom of the building, that is the point B, the angle is coming out to be 4 degree 45 minutes by face left, and by the face right it is coming out to be 4 degree 46 minutes. So first of all we will calculate the correspondingly average of C and D. So 41 degree 20 minutes plus 41 degree 20 minutes will correspondingly, it will be nothing but, here it will be 41 degree 20 minutes 0 second only, and here again on vernier it will be 41 degree 20 minutes 0 seconds, and on the reading calculation, that is minus final minus initial, that is 41 degree 30 minutes 41 degree 30 minutes 0 seconds. So mean of this C and D will be again here 41 degree 20 minutes 0 second, and that of the vernier from the face right it will be 41 degree 30 minutes 0 seconds. So now we are going to calculate the average of this, that it is nothing but 41 degree 20 minutes 0 seconds plus 41 degree 30 minutes 0 seconds divided by 2, so which is coming out to be 41 degree 25 minutes 0 seconds. So this is nothing but the angle of elevation. Similarly we will do the calculation of the angle of depression. Okay, so that is 4 degree 45 minutes minus 0 seconds minus 0 degree 0 minutes 0 seconds, that will come out to be same. So that is 4 degree 45 minutes 0 second, and of the correspondingly of the D vernier it will be same 4 degree 45 minutes 0 seconds. For the face right we will calculate in the similar manner, so which is 4 degree 46 minutes 0 second, and here it is 4 degree 46 minutes 0 seconds. So the average of C and D will be coming out to be here 4 degree 45 minutes 0 second, here it will be 4 degree 46 minutes 0 seconds. Now we will take the average of face left and face right, that is 4 degree 45 minutes 0 second plus 4 degree 46 minutes 0 seconds divided by 2, so which is coming out to be 4 degree 45 minutes 30 seconds. Okay, so now we'll write down the conclusion here, that is in order to write down for the vertical angle measurement. Okay, so the vertical angle, elevation angle AOC using theodolite, it is here 41 degree 25 minutes 0 second, and correspondingly angle BOC it is, which we have calculated here, that is nothing but 4 degree 45 minutes 30 seconds. Okay, so this is about corresponding measurement of vertical angle, but also we are supposed to calculate the vertical height of the building. Okay, so that is nothing but here. So right now we are having the angle of elevation and angle of depression, which we have calculated here. Okay, so just we have also measured the distance D, so which was nothing but correspondingly 16.18 meters on ground. So that is from station O point up to the point B. Okay, so that we have measured it, and correspondingly using this formula we will calculate H2 and H3, which will give us the total vertical height of the building. And in order to calculate the RL of point A, that is the RL of point A, that is the topmost point of the building which we have bisected, that we can calculate it using the formula RL of A is equal to RL of benchmark plus H1 plus H3. So first of all we calculate the correspondingly H2, then H3, then vertical height of the building. Okay, so we are having D distance, angle of elevation we are having alpha, angle of depression beta we are having, so we will calculate. So H2 is equal to D tan beta, so D is 16.18 into tan of beta, that is below 4 degree 45 minutes 30 seconds, so we will calculate 16.18 into tan of 4 degree 45 minutes 30 seconds, so which is coming out to be 1.347 meters. H3 is equal to D tan alpha, so D is 16.18 into tan of alpha, that is angle of elevation 41 degree 25 minutes 0 seconds. Okay, so we'll write down the here 16.18 into tan of 41 degree 25 minutes 0 seconds, so which is coming out to be 14.27273 meters. Okay, so we'll add this, so which will give us the vertical height of the building, that is H2 plus H3. So H2 it is 1.347 plus H3 it is 14.273, 1.347 plus 14.273, so it is coming out to be 15.62 meters. 1.347 plus 14.273, so which is going out to 15.62 meters. So this is the total vertical height of the building. Okay, and correspondingly in order to calculate the RL of A, the formula we are written here, it is RL of benchmark plus H1 plus H3. Okay, so we'll assume the RL of benchmark as 100, H1 we have measured, that was 1.555, that is took the backside reading on the benchmark, so that will be H1, and H3 which we have calculated is 14.273. So we will calculate here RL of A will be equal to RL of benchmark, we have assumed it as 100, H1 which we have measured, that is 1.555 plus H3, that is 14.273. So we'll calculate it 100 plus 1.555 plus 14.273, so that is coming out to be 115.828 meters. So in this way you can calculate the RL of point, that is correspondingly RL of point A, can calculate again vertical height of the building, and in this way you can calculate the vertical angle, that is angle of elevation and that of angle of depression. Okay, so this was all about your experiment, vertical angle measurement when the base of the object is accessible. Thank you.